A lot of this kind of new girl stuff, it really does boil down to the one meme where it's like, 2000 or like 1950, like women should have equal rights as men.
Yeah.
Like 2000, like women are just as good as men. 2022, women are men, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of it'll be like, a lot of that stuff would be like burping and shit like that, and you kind of like burping and fart. Women can burp and fart, and you're just like you're picking like a kind of like a caricature of like a frat bro.
Of course.
And
like you're basically saying, oh yeah, all guys are just sitting there ripping ass.
I mean, that argument could be made about like trans stuff too. When when you say that like, hey, like they become, you just like all of this stuff is essentially like my identity is like a caricature of what a thing is.
Yeah.
Like, it's like gay guys almost like in a lot of ways become a caricature of a sassy girl, right? Mm-hmm. So this next one, this article, this woman basically did this whole bit where she goes, making a case for masturbating on your lunch break. And
I love how you called it a bit. She's got a little skit she's doing.
And I just love... Yeah.
And the dudes have been doing that for fucking since time.
But not in a trillion years would a guy ever write an article where he's saying like, you'd be fired first of all.
First off, and they're not doing it on like lifehacker.com being like, hey guys, I don't know if you knew this, but you could just during your lunch break rub one out. And that doesn't even count towards the whole daily total. That's an afternooner. Still got time at night.
The audacity a man would have to write an article why spanking it on your lunch break is actually good. Dude, you would be fired faster than you can blink an eye. It'd be like, hey, Fred just published an article about how he's been jacking off in the bathroom.
So Fred's a bit of a blogger on the side, and outside of working at the bank, turns out every time he goes to the bathroom, he's just jerking off.
Hey, one of the greeters at Walmart who shakes the hands. Yeah, bringing that up at like the board meeting too. Like everyone's standing there and we go, with this girl, like this girl's like a fat blogger chick. Yeah. No one can say anything. It's like, but with it, if you had like the meeting, like imagine not even like it's like a low person. It's like the vice president. Just one quick bit of house cleaning. If we could maybe not publish articles about how we've been jacking off in the office, like that'd be great.
During work hours, that's more of something you should do on your personal time.
I kind of can't believe I have to be saying
this.
You
know what you know what the guys' version of this would be? The guys' version would be like, hey, if you jack off at work, you're kind of getting paid to jerk off.
How to
get paid to jerk off, and you do it on company time.
Yeah. You're basically a prostitute.
Yeah.
Being paid to do this. I have some of the most open, in-touch girlfriends and colleagues, and I can casually mention to them how much better I feel after a good orgasm. Is that what girls talk about? That's girls who are trying to be like men. Yeah. That's what they talk about.
That's the whole we're the same shit.
3 girls at the workplace, like, dudes at the lunch table, it's like they're around the cooler, I'd be like, fucking Knicks last night.
Yeah, talking about sports.
And then the girls are there, it's like, dude, orgasms are sick.
Yeah,
huh?
Orgasms are sick. I got a new, my Hitachi wand died, and then I got a new one.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
Yeah, any changes? Nope, same old.
This is the girl that probably so many people try to avoid. To be like, dude, I got to avoid that girl. Like, every time I talk to her, she like tells me how many orgasms she had last night.
At work. And you can't really say anything to HR because she is the head of HR.
But also, it's even more remedial than that. It's kind of like what a 12-year-old boy would say, because she goes, I can casually mention to them how much better I feel after a good orgasm, and be like, I love coming. Coming's so sick, right? You ever come before? It's pretty sick, right? That's the level that her and her friends are talking at.
They're so empowered, but they're like, aren't we so empowered we masturbate all the time?
Yeah. Oh, did you masturbate? Nice. You?
Yeah, we are. Sticking it to the man. Taking down the patriarchy.
How often? A couple times a day. What are you running?
Crazy is the word she used too. She calls it cracking her clit.
Oh, I saw that.
Insane.
Oh my god.
Just crack the clit. Anyone else? Because I'm fucking eating. What are you talking about? We're eating lunch. Just go do it. You don't have to tell us.
Guys, got an announcement to make. Just took it for another crack.
Everybody, I got a ding ding. I got an announcement. Silence.
Broke the record. Times are late.
Someone just hit double digits before noon. Just call me the click cracker.
She's got the sign with the numbers.
It's rolling.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, the bell.
Yeah, the bell.
Ding, ding, ding. The
Ding,
sale
ding,
bell.
ding, ding.
Made another sale.
14.
What are you?
So insane. Oh,
I guess women don't treat this like a chore like guys do.
I mean, well, you could run through there's 20 things about how funny it is. Like, you could run through, like, just the idea of, like, this is your mom. Like, imagine you're the kid whose dad is writing articles about how he's spanking it in the stall at work.
At work.
And he works at the hockey arena.
It's not even like the thing too where they have like some like nerve damage where they like have to masturbate or something. It's just like, yeah.
One afternoon, when asked how my date was going, I mentioned how much better I felt after a sunrise swim, workout, and spontaneous midday masturbation. Coffee room talk. You go, hey, how'd you go? I just took the kids down to the pond. What about you? I feel really good after I work out and spank her.
Also, isn't all masturbation spontaneous? How much masturbation is deliberate and planned?
That's true.
She's like they like to just.
She's kind of new to the game. That's why I was saying
honestly, it sounds like a 12-year-old boy writing this who's just figuring this stuff out.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, do you know you could jack off?
Or like a douchebag that like an alien who's like trying to fit in with like American culture, and he kind of like watching movies and he's like, oh, how to hang out with college kids, and he's like, jerking off's great, right, boys? You know what I mean?
With his America flags.
Yeah, he's trying to fit in. She goes, it got me thinking about how many benefits. So she told people, I love masturbating. She left and she goes, huh, that kind of gets me thinking.
Yeah.
She goes, I got me thinking how many benefits you feel post a good orgasm and how sometimes it's all you need. And as a holistic health coach.
Yeah, that's what it is right now. She's a coach. See, this is like one of her practices. This gets
that's mainly
mixed in the whole
that's
thing.
the main prescription she's getting.
You go, doctor, there's something wrong with you. She goes, first off, I'm not a doctor. And have you tried cracking the clit?
How often you spanking her? All right, sit down. So
did you hire somebody for money and they use the term cracking your clit?
First things first, you spanking it? How often? I'm gonna up that dosage.
how often are you getting there before noon? He goes, kind of never really. It's more of a night thing.
Yeah, we're gonna want to see that at least 3 or 4 before noon.
Writes it on the pad, gives you a prescription. You go, you really have to write that down?
Yeah.
You're not gonna remember.
What are you prescribing? I'm gonna prescribe a little lube.
A little KY and a little morning clit cracking.
That's making my fucking ears cringe to hear that over and over.
It's insane. She fancies herself
She's a coach.
like a health practitioner.
Yeah, and her main, and you know how they say the guy got a prescription, or I got a fever, and the only prescription's more cowbell.
Yeah.
She's the more cowbell thing for cracking it. I got a fever, and there's only one prescription. Cracking her. I believe this is the best therapy that you can get for free, and here's why. We hold tension down there too, and there's a decent build. Oh, shouldn't it's like a lot of rationalization, but again, it would be like
it's like sure, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, right.
Worthy of an article. You know what the saddest part too is well, sad / maybe good for us down the line. This is her first article.
Really?
On Mamma Mia. Yeah, I went and checked. I always go check.
Well, yeah,
because our favorite cranks them out one a day, not the clit, the articles. And this is number 1 for her. So,
and it is a girl like that. She's like, I'm fucking spanking it 5 times a day.
Imagine
and she's sort of like justifying her to herself.
Imagine you want to get into blogging though, and you go, fuck, I can't think of what's my first.
I didn't even think of that. You're right. That's so funny.
This is her first blog.
You're right, because I would, if this was like article number 15, you might be like, they're running out of ideas. Number 1, you're like, this is how you got. You're like
you've been thinking about this for 5 years.
This is the thesis statement.
Yeah. This is like all your things, every theory you have about this stuff, and you go, we're leading with the best.
You sent this around to a bunch of different places, but try to get it published.
Yeah, but this is the top one she has.
It's a beautiful, important form of self-care. It doesn't always have to be about pleasure. well, I don't know what's going there. She's like, oh, I guess, oh, she's thinking about a guy, just about getting it over with. And let go of the guilt. I mean, you should feel a little guilty of doing it like every single day at your office. I'm not saying it never happens, but you should feel like, yeah, I shouldn't be like proud of this.
Yeah, you do this. It's like some things are, not meant for public consumption. You don't have to write an article about every shit you take either.
Oh, you're right. It's a TMI situation as well.
Yeah, it's just like go fucking take your shit and move on with your life.
Yeah. Wow.
On par with that nonsense.